My ex-husband spent 3 years destroying my credibility to steal custody, so I handed him our son and watched him lose everything. Richard couldn't just divorce me and co-parent like a normal person. First custody hearing, he played edited audio of me screaming at our son Austin. Second hearing, his girlfriend's parents testified they saw me driving drunk with Austin in the car. Third time, he submitted a fake CPS report claiming I left Austin home alone for days. The edited recording happened at our first court date. Richard's lawyer played a 90-second clip of me yelling profanities while Austin supposedly cried in the background. That audio came from Austin and me playing a zombie survival game together, laughing and trash-talking the characters. Richard had stripped out Austin's laughter, my playful tone, and all context. The judge ordered supervised visits immediately. The drunk driving accusation came 6 months later. His girlfriend's parents filed police reports swearing they'd witnessed me swerving erratically with Austin in the back seat on a Tuesday night. I've never touched alcohol in my life. That Tuesday, Austin and I were at his school's science night with his teacher and 20 other families. The investigation took 4 months while I saw my son 2 hours weekly with a social worker watching. The forged CPS report almost destroyed me completely. Richard submitted an official-looking document claiming state investigators found Austin home alone overnight on multiple occasions. When CPS confirmed they'd never written it, Richard acted shocked and said he'd received it anonymously from a concerned neighbor. The forgery investigation took 8 months. Austin started calling Richard's girlfriend Mama during supervised visits while I sat there watching. Sitting alone after that third hearing, I finally saw Richard's complete plan. He'd grind me down in court for years until I had nothing left to fight with. His girlfriend could replace me entirely and erase me from Austin's memory. Fine, I'd hand them exactly what they wanted, faster than they expected. 3 weeks of research revealed Richard's critical weakness. His girlfriend Carla had lupus requiring treatments costing $4,200 monthly. Her state disability insurance covered everything, but only while she remained unmarried and low income. The moment she married Richard or became his dependent, she'd lose her benefits completely, and he'd become financially responsible for her medical costs forever. Richard made $73,000 annually, but lived paycheck to paycheck paying lawyers $250 weekly. He needed my child support payments desperately. Those checks would offset his legal costs and give him breathing room. He'd been planning this for months, never realizing what full custody actually meant financially. The custody transfer papers had one perfect detail Richard would never notice. Voluntary relinquishment meant all support obligations transferred to him permanently. He'd be solely responsible for Austin's medical costs, education, everything. No more splitting expenses. But he'd be so focused on winning that he'd never see the financial destruction coming. Walking into that courtroom destroyed something inside me, but I kept my face defeated and broken. Richard's smile looked like he'd won the lottery. Austin sat between Richard and Carla, holding her hand and avoiding my eyes. When the judge asked if he wanted to speak, he mumbled, "Dad says she's not stable." I said Austin deserved to feel safe and loved. Richard grabbed the papers before his lawyer finished reading them. The lawyer kept tapping the financial responsibility clause frantically, but Richard brushed him away. "I can handle it," he said proudly. The judge made him confirm he'd be solely financially responsible for Austin's needs with no support from me ever. He agreed immediately while Carla squeezed his hand victoriously. 4 years later, Richard worked 70-hour weeks between his job, overnight stalking, and weekend rideshare driving. Carla left him 8 months after the custody transfer when he couldn't afford her medications and she lost her benefits anyway.